I think that unless you're in the top 1% in terms of looks, or you're in the top 1% in terms of game, but even then you still have to be decent looking.
How do you get that game out on a dating app or, on an app?
That's right. That's exactly right. So what are your thoughts on guys who say, hey, listen, I'm going to take advantage of all that free, easy pussy out there, and I'm going to get on dating apps? So what would you tell that guy?
If you want to put it out there, go for it. And if you want to swipe away, go for it. But if you don't get anything back, don't take that as a reflection of anything against you. I mean, hey, you know what? It's free advertising. So you put it out there and you might get a hit and go for it. But I tell guys, hey, if you're looking for somebody like legit, hey, man, it's been 4 months. It's time for me to sow some seeds. I want to get out there. It's better time spent like going out into the real world, because you take a guy like myself, obviously, and if I'm 5'7", and they take a look and you see a little bit of gray, see a little bald hair, next to all these other guys, nothing. But when we go out and I've got a smart ass attitude and I make fun of you and you know how to play the game a little bit, it's a whole different ball game. Because I forget remember the actor's name in Twilight, because I didn't really pay attention to movies, but whoever the vampire was. Robert Pattinson. Yeah. So Robert Pattinson was telling a story when I think they were filming in the UK, and he had a fan that was like stalking him. And one night he said, man, I was just bored. I didn't have anything better to do. I was just hanging out in the hotel. So I decided to take her out on a date. Oh. And he said, I spent 2 hours, and I didn't realize it at the time, but I was just complaining about everything I hated in the movie industry. And at the end of it, she stopped following me around and never wanted to speak to me again. Wow. So, because when you're needy and you got all this stuff going on, women are not interested in that. So it shows you how you can be a movie star that is rich and everybody wants him. And if you whine and act like a bitch, they're not going to want you anymore. So, but the opposite is true, that you may not be the best looking guy in the world, but if you can go out, you don't have too many physical issues. You want to try to keep yourself in shape and dress nicely and all that. If you're presentable and you go out and you got some game to it, which you can learn, it's actually quite easy, because out there, a woman's going to be eating a bowl of ice cream swiping. Out there, she might be 5 drinks into her evening, and it might be a lot easier to get a phone number, whatever. You just nowadays have to be careful, because if they have a beer in New York State, they cannot legally give consent. So you gotta know what you're getting into out there.
There we go. I think that dating apps, are they useless? I don't know. Because I mean, listen, I have never been on a dating app. I never did online dating. I cut my teeth in the pickup game. I cut my teeth on the streets of Las Vegas. Yeah. That's why I was able, and dude, I failed so much more than I succeeded. For every great Vegas cocaine stripper fueled story I tell, for every success, I had at least 24 failures. That's just part of the game. Yep. I learned about the abundance that women have out in the real world. I can't imagine how much more abundance these women have in online dating.
Yeah, I did a video where it was a woman that kept track of it for 6 months or something like that. Yeah. And out of 10,000 dudes, she said she swiped right on about 1,000. She actually responded to about 100, and then she got to connect with like 10 or 15 and went on dates with 2 or 3. So out of 10,000, she went on dates with 3. Why waste your time? You know what I mean?
God, Jesus Christ. Pimped Out Geese with the $10 super chat says, truth is, you have to be a top-notch man with his stuff together to be successful at online dating. And when you are that successful, you will not want those women. Do not commit to women on dating apps. What are your thoughts about women on dating apps? The way I feel about it is that if a woman really were high quality, she wouldn't need to be on dating apps. Unless, of course, she was just looking for random dick. What do you think?
I don't think it's either that. Here's the truth of it. Okay. Brittany, there's nothing going on Facebook, and she's bored of Tinder, and she's not feeling very good about herself. So she decides to install a dating app, and she starts swiping to see, I wonder how many guys, I wonder if this guy finds me attractive. I wonder if this guy finds me attractive. And they'll swipe, and you know what? They'll go, oh, I got a match. Hey, he's not bad looking. So at least this kind of caliber guy thinks I'm attractive. All right, now I'm going to go take a nap. It's self-validation. All they're doing is using it to make themselves feel pretty and wanted and desirable, and they have no intention of going on a date. See, that's why in that video that Alexandra Grace did, she's like, why am I matching with these women and they don't respond, or they don't put effort into the content? They're not there to go on a date with you. They're not there to get to know you. They're not there to F you. They're there basically to go, oh, he finds me cute. I feel better about myself. Now, I can go on about life. Self-validation. So
listen, I have never thought of it from that perspective. And again, that just shows you how out of touch I am with online dating and dating apps. But it never occurred to me. See, I was under the impression that women use social media to get all of that instant validation. But I guess dating apps takes it one step further. Okay, it's one thing to like a video, it's one thing to like a photo, it's one thing to make conversation. It's quite another when a guy actually wants to become romantically and sexually involved with you. That to me becomes the ultimate validation. So now she's sitting at home. She feels bad about herself. She swipes right on a few guys. The guys that she swipes right on also swipe right for her. Well, guess what? She has no intention on going out with these guys that she swiped right with. All she needed to see was that, hey, you know what? I'm still fuckable. I still feel good about myself. Let me go back to eating my bowl of ice cream and doing whatever.
Dude, all you have to do is go to Reddit, right? And type in the search, type in NSFW, not safe for work, NSFW space or underscore. I'm not sure what some of these are. And like do teen or do, let's see, something thick or do whatever, right? And you will see literally tens of thousands of women posting full on, nudes for 12 likes.
Oh God.
If that doesn't, and here's the worst part about it. Some of those you scroll through and you're like, no, like where's my glasses cleaner, right? Spray out and put it in the eyeballs. I wish I could, I wish bleach would wash that from my memory. And there are still thirsty dudes. And you're like, dude, like really? Oh, she's this far away from being like malformed, having such a bad body, and dudes are still trying it. So you're like, you know what, man? All this is it's self-validation. It's all it is. And there's some guys somewhere that'll validate it. There's feet dudes. You know what I'm saying? Girl put a crusty up foot like this, got 3 nails long, 2 unpainted, broken toe, and dudes will be like, oh man, I'd love to lick your feet. You're like, I give up, man. I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, that's it.
I got nothing.
Nate Dog, $5 super chat says dating apps are worth it if you got a coach. Myron Gaines and John from Modern Life Dating have got it figured out. I agree with that. John and Myron are the exceptions to most of the rule. Any man doing well on a dating app either looks really good or has extra tight game. So I totally agree with that. Tyrone in Sales, $5 says Tinder, 20-year-old single mom tired of playing games. They are just wasting time, to be honest. I would certainly agree with that. Purple Clouds, $5 says dating apps are a waste. Low-value females looking for attention and validation. That's exactly what you just said. Yep. Beyond the Pale says, men, treat yourselves. You are the prize. Red Pill Mike says, 45 and never once used the dating app. After nearly 30 years of cold approaches, I can notch probably 9 out of 10 I approach. It has never failed me. So he's got that good old-fashioned game. Let me go back to it was just on. Oh, okay. So low-value females looking for validation as far as the online dating is concerned. Why don't these women do it the right way? If you want validation, then work hard, get in the gym, become a quality woman. Why do they take the easy way out?
It's the snowflake generation, man.
Oh man.
I mean, think about it. Look at what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody is pay attention to me. I am a victim. My life is hard. This person said a bad word to me. It's easy to get victim attention.
Yes.
I mean, that's really easy because this is what it requires. This person offended me and you're a bad person. And everybody's like, preach. Oh, you go, girl. Yeah. And you just got a bunch of validation. All you did is whine. You know, it's not easy to get validation. Hitting the gym and getting some thunder thighs and a badonkadonk you could bounce a Buick off of. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like to get toned, that's hard. And the same thing goes with guys. You get these pencil neck dudes out there, these SJWs that cry at a drop of a hat and are afraid to break a nail. And the guys, mind you, break a nail while trying to change their oil on their car, but they get attention by being offended and outraged. What happened to the dudes that, you look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, apparently he used a little bit of the old helper juice to get as big as he did. Yes. But the whole point is, look at what he had to do to get where he is as far as body shape and all that. It's years of effort.
Yes. Versus,
oh, this person said a bad word and everybody's, oh, you're so stunning and brave. So yeah, everybody's gone the easy route. And this is women included. A girl that's out on a Friday night that's maybe a 6 she can get a couple of drinks or find a guy that's maybe a 7 or an 8 or a 9 that's had a couple drinks too many. He says, easy smash, I'll do it. And that is her new benchmark. You know, we call them alpha widows.
Yes,
you know, she's had that. She thinks this is what I deserve the rest of my life. I mean, I had him one night. I should be able to score one of those for a boyfriend for forever. And she's done. So there is no reason to step up because women think that they have the ability to score whatever they want. The problem is guys that are good quality guys are either smashing the best of the best.
That's right.
Or they say, I'm just out of the game or I'm not talking to you. And so as it goes, there's more and more articles I'm doing where women are like, where is everybody?
Right.
Like, where are all the good dudes? Why am I only finding these Weasley, like, twink guys that, it's because real dudes are stepping out.
Good stuff, man. God, you're good at this. You should do more live shows, man.
Man, I talk too long. I'd be telling you about how good this beer is, and 17 hours later, people are like, dude, you gotta.
Dude, yeah, like that's it.
That's why I edit the hell out of my videos usually because I go on for 20 and then I cut it down to 8.
Good stuff.